Up next, the Celtics take...
They say revenge is...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA Action. You know, Clark, when you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Bridges out there with Williams. Then it's Green. Then it's Curry. And it's Simpson in at the 1 spot. 4 on the shot clock. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, you can see the work being put in on that particular shot for Bridges, and his confidence as a result is continuing to grow.
Now here is Holiday. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Tatum. For the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
You got to D up Tatum from deep. He's got that kind of range.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. In recent seasons, the Charlotte Hornets, Clark, have been very active in the trade market.
Well, it seems like they're always wheeling and dealing. I mean, they're on a quest for that perfect fit lineup, moving pieces around, trying to find the right recipe for success.
Curry, good.
At the arc, Curry's so consistent. I mean, he'll knock it down every chance he gets from there.
Holiday finds Tatum. Back to Holiday. Over in the corner, Brown. The fadeaway. That one goes in.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly, the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Bridges outside. Porzingis with the block. They recover it, and they get it back. Pocket 6 to the middle. Here's Green. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Curry against White. Going inside. Can't hit from in close. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Here's Brown. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Jaylen Brown, and that's good. Brown's got 5 now.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Checked in for Charlotte. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
Here's Simpson. 11 points last game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Bridges against Tatum. Bridges misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
They now take the lead. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Here's Simpson. No scoring in this one. Bridges against Tatum. Bridges passes to Simpson. And the Hornets miss again.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
White looking around. Down low. The kick out to Holiday. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, that assertive, confident attitude. I mean, Holiday knew as the pass was coming his way that he was going to catch it and let it go quickly.
Now, here is Smith. 9-point game his last outing. Outside Curry. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Both teams will make substitutions. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Okogie. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Celtics in Boston. 3 on the clock. They can't stop the run with that one. Celtics leading by 5. Here's Hauser. 20 points for him last game against Charlotte. Horford the pass to Cornet. This ball movement by Boston. Here's Pritchard. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Okogie. Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
On the court for Charlotte, they've got Yusuf Nurkic. Josh Green is out there with Smith. And it's Diabate in at the 4 slot. Now, here's Nurkic. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
For 3, Okogie. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Okogie's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more help, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's see those moves. Who won't be there?
The numbers for Al Horford. He's right around 9 points a night, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Smith kicks to Nurkic. Green drives in. Comes up empty down low. Celtics leading by 5. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. In the corner, Smith with it. To the inside, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
With excellent footwork, Nurkic remains effective in those pick and roll situations.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. The tray. The 3 from Tatum.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Okogie, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Okogie. Got a piece of it. Pass to Smith. From downtown, and the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig. Boston leading by 6. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Holiday left side. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
The first one falls. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Brown is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Pritchard. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
Pass to Curry. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brown. And here's Holiday. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Williams against Porzingis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Simpson. Bridges outside. Williams sets a screen for Bridges. Unloads from 13. Goes up on the block. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Williams.
Well, I tell you, Bridges is doing a nice job there, and his teammates appreciate when he looks to get them involved.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
Pass to Simpson. Back to Bridges from deep three-point land. And it's White with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now here is Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Curry. And here's Smith. Scoreless thus far. This one for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy is a dangerous scorer.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey there, everybody. Jason Tatum has put his stamp on this game, looking so dominant so far.
He's been money from distance, taking every opportunity he gets to drop a 3 on him. Got to do a better job of chasing him off that line.
All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Checking out Boston. Last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can't be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Simpson, the pass to Curry. Here's Simpson. Hasn't made one yet. Count that one. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Brown outside. Outside Tatum. From the arc. Tatum with another miss. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Simpson. Bridges outside. Outside Green. Here's Williams. Light covering. Double team on Williams. 5 on the clock. Simpson with the bucket.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside White. Pass to Holiday. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. See the stat sheet here for Jason Tatum.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Simpson, the pass to Bridges. Green, the screen for the tie. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Bridges against Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray. Holiday's got 6 points.
This isn't a shot Holiday will pass up. He's a reliable three-point shooter.
Simpson, the pass to Williams. Right side, Green. Pass to Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Such a threat to score. Tough not to jump on Bridges' fake right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Smith checked in for the Hornets. Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The shot mechanics are really impeccable. Perfect. Porzingis, one of those guys you can't leave by himself.
Holiday against Smith. It's to Curry. Porzingis with the block. Brown against Curry. Goes up the baseline. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
Bridges.
Oh, man. Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Holiday. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And the slam by Williams.
Boy, excellent vision that time by Bridges to be able to make that pass. Really good, unselfish play there.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Holiday. Now Tatum, 15 points in the game. Porzingis with a screen on Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 7. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. They've got Smith. And it's Salon in at the 3, the small forward. Okogie, the pass to Nurkic to the wing right side. Smith outside. Here's Diabate. Craig defending. The shot's good from Smith.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Outside Tatum. The wide open look here for Craig. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here is Smith. Pass to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston leading by 4. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Hauser. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
It's time for T-shirts.
Checked in for Torrey Craig. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Hornets trail by 7. Smith with it. They set the screen. Charlotte again missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Here's Okogie. Smith outside. Inside. Clock is at 3. Diabate. Pass to Okogie. Here's the 3. Good on the triple.
Boy, because of his athleticism, when Josh Okogie is knocking down the three-point shot, he is really uber dangerous.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Group on the floor now for Charlotte. Porzingis for 3. Simpson with the rebound. Hornets trail by 4. Bridges outside. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. That one good for 2.
These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big times.
Outside White. Back to Tatum. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Bridges. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others. And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Here's Simpson, guarded by Holiday. Curry against White. Now Here's Curry. He's covered closely. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good for Williams.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
1:15 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Tatum. Drilled from 11 feet out. Tatum's got 19 points.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
Here's Bridges. It drops. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. You have the camera on you. Somebody doesn't have rhythm. Oh, that's nice.
Here's Simpson. Bridges outside. Williams kicks to Curry. To take the lead. And it's White with the rebound. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The lead is 2. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Miles Bridges.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he is unable to get the second one. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
So it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 3. Here's Curry with the 3. It's in! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum deciding where to go with it. It's good!
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.